This just a little quarantine poem about the quarantine things I've been thinking about in this little wild time to be alive. I am human and pretty much always making it up as I go. And I am here in this time, and I am questioning, and I am messy, and I am praying, and I am playing, and I am crying, and I am just here. This moment that I am coming awake in, because I find myself constantly seeking to see what the truths are that my heart, not my head, is speaking. Because I can't ignore the war drum of this chest that won't take silence any longer, because the well of patience has run dry. And my soldiering spirit is still thirsty. Because I, for one, now have watched along with many as North American society has unveiled a chapter of a story that my mind seems unable to decipher. A murky fairy tale wrapped in unavoidable consequence, with no accountability or priority to our mother, as the idolatry of money has cast us spellbound in slumber, and yet the pockets of most remain empty. So here we are, in this place, in this time, the perfect juxtaposition between spirit and technology, and nurture and our nature, the runner and the wheel. And now I ask myself, in this space, where are the places I can begin to heal my way back to me, to her, to us? For politically and philosophically, there is much talk of the walls that may be built. But I think it is possible that this is the time for us to bring them down. All of these false altars of celebrity and illusion that have us half drunk on broken spirits, curated and then prescribed, that leave us tired and depressed, while oppression doesn't shy away from expansion, as middle-class homes get torn down more for vacant mansions. And our conversations pour through our fingers into black mirrors that refuse us the mental space we actually need to adhere to our own reflections. So where are we exactly? Well, I'm pretty sure that I can click my own heels and find that I feel like I'm a long way from home. Which is why I see the on fire eyes of so many working now to create a paradigm of our own, where communities are supported in their sovereignty, not suppression. And prosperity is about opportunity and balance, and not fixed socioeconomic chance, where revolution is not considered rebellion, but just the natural evolution of a nation, one where we cherish all the moments we can exchange in opinions and conversation, and see our eyes in the faces of others who may have been tripped up on the cracks of fractured and corrupt systems, where we come back to the universal connection of this family, holding close the purpose of all living things and our unrepentant humanity, which somehow always triumphs even amidst the battlegrounds of the mind, which is the place that has the garden that grows things with the most fertile soil, and the place where we decide if our thoughts are slaves or the masters for which we toil, because in the simple act of dreaming and then believing, we become conductors of our own symphony of liberation, no longer shackled to any indoctrination or overwhelm or illusion of control, where we nurse back to health our connection to ourselves and each other and this earth, who bears the scars of our innocent confusion, as we have been trained to drink from the cup of resource-based delusions. But only love and change, so far for me in this life, have proved inevitable. And my tears of great hope are falling in the seeing of our great desire to mend habitual reactions we have not been able to sustain, to last. And I believe the future shines brighter than the separation consciousness of the past, because we are not lost, we are remembering. And we are rising, because sacrifice is very different than momentary and mandated compromising, but our deep and ancient knowing forbids denial any longer of our love or kindness or protection of our water, and progress has been tempered with a divisive program, a manufactured narrative, which has convinced us that we are somehow not all one vibration. But the sound of spirit can no longer tolerate this emancipation or dismemberment of values through the ownership of information, and I dream of a future where intellect is prized a little less than wisdom. And we yearn to seek out instead the knowledge that rests in our intuition, the space between fact and fiction and reason and doubt, the space where the soul urges all there is left to do is be, and sing your shit out loud.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Because now there is a great surrender to the uncertainty of our time and an opportunity to search out new pathways to all the places that we can hide. Because we cannot go forward without holding each other in body and mind, so we must walk slowly and tread lightly while we all yearn to find the missing places that we gave away when society told us that money was the only game to play. But even greater sight is returning to our once blinded hearts, because darkness cannot control us any longer in the lie that we were ever meant to be apart. So here we are, and here I am, and I am human, and I am fallible, and I am definitely fucking up, but I'm humbled to ask for the courage to show up in this collective act of undoing, because I was told that good things come to those who wait. But now I see that patience has become a practice for us to enjoy now the action and the power of a present that we unapologetically create. Fucking blessings. We got this.